Hi, I'm Rebecka with Cherish Children Ministries. Welcome back to my channel. There is a free live webinar coming up. If you want to click the link below, I will see you there. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about the Spinal Galant Reflex, what it means, some symptoms, how to attest for it, and some exercises to get it retained if it still exists in your child. So the Spinal Galant Reflex actually develops in the womb at about 20 weeks gestation. It helps the baby develop the vestibular system. So in infancy, the Spinal Galant Reflex, along with the asymmetrical tonic neck reflex, which we talk about in another video, they are actually necessary to help the unborn infant actually go through the birth canal. It helps the baby urinate after birth, and you can see the reflex in an infant if you gently stroke down one side of the lower part of the spine. A baby's arms and legs will actually sway in the direction of the stroke, almost like being ticklish. Now, if both sides of the spine are stroked at the same time, it induces urination. This is really normal, but the Spinal Galant Reflex should actually be gone by about 3 to 9 months. As higher muscle control develops, this is called integrating. If it's not properly integrated, it can cause many different issues. Retained spinal galant symptoms can actually be when the child is fidgety, they have hyperactivity, they don't like it if their clothes or a chair brushes their back. If the reflex is active only down one side of the spine, it can cause scoliosis and a rotated pelvis and lower back pain. They can have poor concentration, attention issues, bedwetting long after potty training, short-term memory issues. They can be fidgety and wiggly. These kids have ants in their pants. They have low endurance, chronic digestion issues. Even if they don't display any of these symptoms, again, it is a really good idea to go ahead and do a quick assessment on your child because there might be other functions that are affected by it that are still unknown. So how do you do the Spinal Galant test on your child? Well, you're gonna have the child get down on their hands and knees like a cat. And at the lower part of the back, they're gonna stroke down one side of the spine and then the other. You can use a pencil, anything like that, just to stroke down their side of their spine. And if the child's muscles on the same side tighten or twitch or jerk, then most likely the reflex is still present. Now, this is not caused by being ticklish. A ticklish child is actually going to react if the sides are touched and not actually the sides of the spine. So there's a difference there to be looking for. You are going to do this on both sides to see if the reflex is retained. If it is still present, you're simply going to have your child lay face up on a mat or a flat surface with their legs extended and their arms at their sides. And you're going to have him breathe in and simultaneously spread his legs outward and raise his arms out along the floor and overhead with the hands touching. I call this the snow angel. My kids have built angels in the snow, so I just call them carpet angels. So it's just like that. Just make sure that the arms are all the way above the head and the legs are extended and they are happening at the same time. Have the child exhale and then return to the original position. Now the key here is to get the child to move all 4 limbs slowly. The key is slow. I tell my kids anybody can do a fast snow angel, but we want to make sure it's a slow snow angel. And you want them to do it 5 times, a few times a day until you can no longer see the reflex present. A few things that you're going to want to remember is the exercises need to be repeated in succession 5 to 10 times until the reflex disappears. Remember that frequency is more important than intensity, so make sure that you're doing it more often and not as hard. It's better to do it more often and just not as intense. The movement must be slow and purposeful. Slow and purposeful. I have to reiterate that to the ones that I work with too. And have a proper mindset. Again, if the child is not happy or having a bad day, just don't do it for that day or wait until a later time in the day to do it. But to stay motivated and stay positive and just give it time. If you like this video, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe and share it with your friends. Again, if you want more information on this, I do courses on this. You can click the link below and access those. Thank you for watching this video.